Our goal for today is to talk about and shine light on what Larry did to turn all these plastic toys into characters and personalities that you cared about. So we're going to start really quick. Let's introduce Mr. Larry Hama. He has not been to North Carolina for 30 years, and I think he's a little blown away by the growth. All right, and then we have Chris Ryle.
Yeah.
That pronounced Ryle, right?
Ryle, yeah. I'm Chief Creative Officer at IDW. I'm basically just up here for moral support for Larry, so.
We appreciate him being here. All right, great. So we're doing the Larry Hama interview. This is going to be recorded. It's going to be a creator profile on 3D Joes. We've already done them for Kirk Bazigian, who was the brand manager, Ron Rudat, who designed every figure from 82 to 87, and Guy Cassidy, who designed a bunch of the big vehicles. So this will be joining a really good company up there. Now, Larry has done a ton of stuff outside of G.I. Joe. We need to take a moment and recognize that. We're here to talk about G.I. Joe, but Bucky O'Hare, Wolverine, the Nom, the list goes on and on. He did several of the first few Iron Fist issues, so that when they just had the TV premiere for Netflix, of course he was there, right? I mean, he's touched on so many things creatively. But we're here to talk about G.I. Joe. From 1982 to now, he is still working on this book. We're approaching 250 issues, plus special missions and all that other stuff. So the longevity of this line under his stewardship is unparalleled. Not only did he do the comics, he did all the file cards, all the bios. He turned these people from plastic into personalities that we love and care about. And I'll stop talking here in just a second. I wanted to give a little primer.
I design all the covers too.
There you go, with the layouts. There you go. So where did G.I. Joe come from? Quick primer on what it was before Larry got his hands on it, because I think it's important to note there were no personalities, there were no characters to care about before Larry got his hands on it. In 1959, they invented Barbie, not Hasbro, the other company. Hasbro said, oh, that's interesting, let's make one for boys, but make it better. So they took the artist model here that you see up there with very intense articulation. They created something like that for G.I. Joe. They patented it pretty much right away, like 66. Figure came out in 64. Patents is a very slow process, so it took a couple years. Anyway, they created this super articulate, movable fighting man. Anti-war sentiment turned it away from the kind of military storylines. In 69, he went on a bunch of adventures. By 70, he grew a beard and turned into a hippie and formed the adventure team. That lasted until 1979, where you see those two bars on the right-hand side. That's the price of gas in 78 and the price of gas in 79. It almost doubled, and it effectively killed G.I. Joe. So G.I. Joe went away for a couple years, but luckily, due to this little guy on the right, Luke Skywalker, he proved that toys marketed towards men or boys, excuse me, I'm a man that still collects toys, so we're part of the market. Anyway, so Luke Skywalker proved that small action figures could sell to boys, and the USA beating up on Russia in the Olympic hockey game and actually winning that led to G.I. Joe. One of the brand managers at the time saw that game, saw the bar go crazy when we won, and said, we got to bring G.I. Joe back. That was the moment. That was the catalyst, and they went back and started working on the brand right away.